So last time, you guys spent a little while recovering at the Lunar camp, and then decided to go alongst a path and track down Talon's imposter, who, whenever he visited the Lunar camp, had a small child with him that Ronan actually ran into back in Humulus Hall many, many moons ago. You guys had heard this imposter had set off to the east, and so following that advice, you guys had set off through the wild woods towards the elven city of Nyalona, which you are now on the outskirts of. While traveling in the night, you guys were set upon by a pack of dinosaurs, which through your new combined strength, you managed to bring down before anyone was seriously injured. And then you managed to finish your rest for the evening. So we now pick up on the morning, where you guys should all be fully rested. If you aren't, go ahead and finish taking a long rest so all your health and spell slots, all that fun stuff is restored to you. And the morning is now yours. What would you like to do?
Take over the world.
What are we going to do today, Brain?
I don't know. Pinky, what do you want to do?
Your
I don't know.
mom.
Wow.
I don't think that was in the cartoon.
It was.
I don't think it was either.
Not the way you were watching it.
I think we were watching different cartoons. Train is gonna attempt to make breakfast.
Okay. What did you just call yourself?
Crane, Grendel Crane.
Oh, I thought you said train. And I was trying to work that one out. I'm like, what? Okay.
I also heard train.
Yeah, I was trying to work that one out a little bit.
Can't stop the full train, baby.
Fuck train has no brakes. Are you going to scavenge supplies from around, or are you attempting to? Are you just going to use what's in your pack?
He'll do some hunting, scavenge.
Okay. And the wild woods is actually very, very plentiful. So it's quite easy to quickly scavenge things like berries and fruits and things of that nature. Go ahead and make a survival check for me. See if you can track down an animal, something you can use for meat.
By the way, real quick, I just have to make an announcement. Today is currently microphone test day. It is
nature?
1212.
Oh.
Good
Son
point.
of a bitch. 1212.
What is that again?
Character Grund. Oh!
It's the character's first name, so.
You're right. I just don't think it can be in full capitals.
It wasn't any capitals at all.
I don't think it's any capitals for character.
I think it's all. I think anyway. Also, I think it's EL. Yes.
Did you spell your own character's name wrong?
Yes, he did.
Okay, Megan, you can't say shit.
Spell your
I
character's
make sure
name at
I'm
all.
looking before I spell it.
Oh, that's fucking funny.
9.
9. So you take a little longer than you would like to scavenge. It's actually very disconcerting for you being in an area so far removed from the Lost Islands. There is a natural magic and energy that kind of thrums in the wild wood, and it's a little weird for you. But after a moment or two, you manage to actually track down and kill a couple of rabbits that you are able to use to kind of craft quick stew for the group.
Couldn't we cook these dinosaurs we just took down?
You could certainly try.
Sound mildly threatening. Like the dinosaurs are gonna cook us?
Can they? They're dead.
Now with that attitude, they won't.
I didn't tell you guys I'm a necromancer. Specialize in dinosaurs that cook.
Specialize in dinosaurs.
That's morbid.
I went to college for necromancy. Did my rotation in dinosaurs.
And disturbing. Dinosaurs and only dinosaurs.
But after probably about 10, 15 minutes or so, you guys see Grendel has a nice, lovely coney stew going. The smell is very warm and inviting. Rabbit's kind of hard to fuck up.
With that attitude.
I mean, you could certainly do it on purpose, but... But you guys are, at this point, maybe an hour away from the city.
I will eat the dinosaur. That'll show it.
You're going to eat the raw dinosaur?
It's
Yep.
fucking raw.
Tell us.
Where's the fucking lamb?
So the raw dinosaur is extremely chewy. Go ahead and make a con save for me.
I think if you actually ate raw dinosaur, Grendel would be offended that you wouldn't even eat his stew. You'd rather eat raw dinosaur.
Talon manages the raw dinosaur surprisingly well. So if you like Talon, you may certainly manage to somehow eat raw dinosaur.
Tastes like jerky.
It tastes like extremely tough, stringy meat that is not in any way seasoned or prepared. Reminds you a little bit of eating in wild shape, to be honest.
Yum, tastes like blood and nasty.
Sinew.
Yes.
Exactly.
Delicious.
Extremely gamey. But with the sun beginning to rise, you guys hear that the birds have begun to chirp, and the wildlife around you has begun to awaken and take over the surrounding area with the routines of the animals. And you can hear in the distance. I need everybody to go ahead and make a perception check for me, please.
Perception?
What's a
Perception,
check?
please.
What's those?
I mean, it's only been like 4 weeks since we played
Wow.
D&D.
Yeah, I'm garbage. Cool.
Apparently that didn't update. So that should be 26.
Nat 20
Oh, good to know.
and less than 26.
Yeah, you have to slash update a character.
Slash update Talon.
Just slash update, and it should update your character.
Yeah, whichever one's selected will be the one that updates.
Okay.
So Sally, Autumn, and Talon, you three. Oh, Ronan should probably make one too, huh? Do. Ronan. If D&D Beyond wants to load his character page. There we go. I'm just gonna roll it off the page. P perception. Okay, yeah. So, Autumn, Talon, and Skelly, you all in the distance hear soft singing. And it doesn't appear to be coming from an animal. It's a language I don't believe any of you recognize, but it is just kind of this soft, melodic. It's not even words so much, but it's more of a tune in a foreign language that you guys can kind of vaguely hear, coming
When
from
you
the
said-
direction of the city.
You said that you don't recognize the first thing mine is "try me, bitch," but that's not. I don't know
Well,
what languages.
If any of you speak Elvish,
Wait.
Nope.
No,
I
I was
do.
just feeling Mimi.
you
But
did
you
not
didn't
hear the
hear it.
singing,
Yeah,
I speak Elvish.
but you don't.
but you didn't hear the singing.
Well, fuck me. I didn't want to hear the singing anyway.
10 did not quite get you there, my man. Ronan also speaks it, but he didn't hear it either.
Do any of you hear that?
If I
You cut out there, Dila.
I believe I hear it. Is that singing?
In a language I don't understand, though.
No, I.
I don't hear shit.
It's okay, Ghost. I don't hear anything either.
I shake my head.
Is it still going on, or did it just happen and then...
It appears to be continual.
Is it in a language I recognize?
Do you speak Elvish?
No.
Then no.
Does it seem to be coming from a particular direction, or is it just all around?
It is coming from ahead of you, in the direction of the city.
Okay. Focus your ears that way. I will point towards the direction that it's coming from.
And as you guys kind of keen your ears, and with the help of Talon's direction, eventually you guys do pick up on the sound. Ghost, as you and Ronan listen to it, it's not lyrics in the sense of words. It's more of a tune that you recognize as ancient Elvish, particularly parts of the Sylvan language, which I believe Ronan speaks. Oh no, he does not. Okay. So yeah, you would recognize that this is part of the Sylvan language. You don't necessarily understand the meaning behind it, but you do recognize it as belonging to that subsect of Elvish, which the languages are very similar.
Can any of you make anything of it? I've never heard it before.
Not a word. Just so you know, Zeke speaks Elvish and Sylvan.
I thought somebody did. I couldn't remember. Mike, if you're talking, by the way, you're muted.
I'm sorry, I'm screwing with my sound settings. Everything sounds all funny.
Ronan kind of leans back.
Funny looking does not mean I sound funny.
You sure about that?
No.
I believe they're speaking an older form of Elvish. I don't quite understand it, but I believe it belongs to the Sylvan language.
I'm surprised. Why are we hearing Sylvan out here?
I need Autumn, and then whoever else wants to go ahead and make a history check.
Sure.
I'm okay at history. I'll try.
All right.
25.
22.
4.5.
It literally just says 4.5. It's like, wait, how'd you even do that?
Wow.
How did you do that? Oh, is that a?
I was joking. It's 13.
Okay, I thought he said he literally said that.
So
Oh,
Grendel
okay.
and
Gullible, huh?
Ghost. You two, knowing that the Sylvan language is similar to the Elven language, it's almost more used by the ancient elves.
Mhm.
You two would have heard of this process called singing, which is how elven smiths in particular do their work. It's a process by which they don't actually craft in the way that humans do. They don't use tools. Instead, they take the raw material of what it is they want to make and they sing to it, kind of resonating with the inner energy and the inner magic of the object. And slowly, depending on how intricate it is that they're trying to make, they actually sing what they want into being. It's
Oh.
not a process you've witnessed before, but now hearing the noise and kind of slowly thinking over what you would have heard in the past, you would recognize that that is what you're hearing now.
I'm gonna telepathically tell Town. I think I want to check it out. It sounds like we can. We've come upon an interesting event. Something I haven't come across. Have you heard of singing? Like singing as in crafting singing?
I mean, I've heard of the surrounding elven cities speak of it, but I've never heard anything about it or witnessed it. I assume that's what we're hearing now?
I nod at first and then remember that you can't see, so I say, yeah. And I gesture everyone to go and tell Town that I think I'd like to go see it.
Where we're going, it's a place I am familiar with, correct?
You would have been there a couple times, just in more in a sense of diplomatic travels, but you're relatively familiar with it.
Okay.
You would know it's the home of the Brawin tribe.
Okay. Just to sort of expedite our way over there, I will use my charge on my staff to find the path.
So you guys witness Talon speak to his staff for a quick moment, which illuminates with an arcane energy before his feet seem to automatically find the pathway forward. And you guys begin to follow behind him.
All right.
Cool. Cool.
So now, all of you having your head full of either dinosaur or rabbit, as it may be. After about an hour of walking, you guys find yourselves walking into the elven city of Nyalona. And for most of you, this is a new thing. The city is very ornate, but it's also extremely non-intrusive. Elven architecture is different from human or dwarven architecture in the sense that they essentially try to interfere with their environment as little as possible. So their homes are built in the tops of the trees or around the base of the trees. The city paths wind through them. What shops and stands there are basically kind of out of the way of any foot traffic of the wildlife. Again, just the idea is that it tries to exist as harmoniously as possible with what already is there. And you can definitely hear the singing clearer rendition now.
Okay. Would I have to make some sort of check to know if elves would have a firing pin?
That would be more of a search to see if you can find one.
Okay.
But you can go ahead and make an investigation check if you would like.
I would after we find the person who's singing, because he'd be more interested in that in the moment.
Okay.
Well, Talon, I'm not sure I ever remember an elven city being.
I've been here a handful of times, but it's been quite a while back. I've been told it's beautiful, but it's been a while since I've actually been able to see it. What's it like?
More like a city that hasn't disturbed nature. Built around, weaved into the forest instead of removing the forest for the city. It is beautiful.
Hello.
Yes, hello.
Hello.
Megan.
Okay.
We can hear you.
I stopped hearing everything for a second there.
Oh, okay. There should be a map on the Roll20 now. But it is a very large city. It is actually the elven capital of the Wildwood. So it's certainly much larger than the Lunari camp where you guys hail from. It's obviously not as large as the tower was, but still quite numerous and sprawling. It's surrounded on all sides by little farms and trees and all things of that nature.
It is apparently also massive. Well, I'm curious to find this theatrical smith. Shall we continue forward?
Sounds good to me.
Rendell nods again.
And as you guys walk forward, you are seen by a few different members of the city. Hang on, sorry, just a moment here. And you can see at once that there are far more elves and half elves here than there are any other race. While there are a couple of humans and a few of the more exotic races scattered throughout, they're definitely more the outliers. Elves and half elves are by far and away the biggest number of people here. And as you guys pass by a couple elves, a few of them whisper to you, which Ghost and Ronan, you guys would know in Elvish. You hear them whisper, "Blessings of nature be upon you."
And also with you?
You may go ahead and make a history check if you want to try to see if you can remember the correct phrase.
Yep.
'Cause that certainly wasn't it.
Testing
Say
to
that
see
right
if
now.
Ghost is force sensitive.
19.
Okay, I'm glad you remembered it because Ronan didn't. The correct response to that is may the stars watch over you.
I give the correct response.
Like that your instinct is to go Catholic with it.
Hey, it's what I grew up with. It's what I know. And also
Well,
with
they've
you.
changed that.
Oh
They
no.
changed it recently, so you're wrong even in the Catholic
Oh
tradition.
crap.
so-
They did?
Yes.
They changed it?
Jesus.
Yeah. The
How can you
response
just-
now
yeah,
is
it's
the
different
response now
now.
is and with your spirit.
Lame.
Mike, I really appreciate it if you didn't fart in the mic.
I'm sorry.
I went to a
so
Catholic wedding like a year or so ago, and it was so different. I was lost.
Ah.
you're like, none of this is what I learned.
You just keep changing religion around here. It's fine. That's how it works.
All those years in Catholic school wasted.
Right? Right? All
But,
that time.
In hearing you give the correct response, Ronan repeats it. And the elves then turn and whisper the greeting in common to the rest of you.
I stay quiet. Obviously.
Talon, you would be responsible with, or you would be familiar with this greeting as well.
Okay.
And you would just know that elves are very, very steeped in tradition. It's almost considered rude to not, like, if you're going to discuss anything, especially at any length, it's rude to not have this little interaction beforehand. But which you would know as a ambassador of the Lunari.
Got it. I will return the gesture.
And so just as you do, you walk through the city, and you guys have to actually go through this ritual a few times. It's a little weird. But eventually you come upon the place where the singing originates, and you see a male and a female elf standing around a large tree. And as they are singing to it, you can actually see there's kind of a magical aura enveloping the wood. and you can see kind of a spiral staircase is beginning to appear on the outer edge of the tree. And it's almost more like the tree is naturally growing into this as opposed to being carved or whittled away.
Singing the Halo theme song to us the entire time.
Kind of, yes, if that's how you want to picture it. But it's
That's
just
the
a
case.
beautiful, vibrant performance. And it really speaks to the connection with magic that elves hold as an innate part of their being and of their blood. It's actually it's a very pretty thing to watch.
After watching it, I think Grendel wouldn't be as interested as he thought he'd be afterwards, and then he's gonna go try to find a firing pin.
Okay. So you guys, as you're sitting there watching this, Grendel seems to watch for a few minutes, and then after a while, you could just kind of hear him grow agitated, just kind of move around a little bit here and there. Grendel, go ahead and make an investigation check for me, please.
Try not to get run over by any warthogs.
You spend a little bit of time looking through the city, and while there are a few smiths, unfortunately, it seems like what you're asking for is something that's just beyond any in particular smith here. After a little while of kind of trying to indicate what it is you're after, you learn that you would likely have far better luck in the Krognog range.
Okay.
But the elves typically don't deal in firearms.
I figured, but you never know.
Worth a look-see.
So
What would the
two
rest of you like to
questions.
do?
Elves.
First question.
Yes.
Would I know if there's any like particular herbs or anything that grows in this part of the wildwood that doesn't grow near the Lunari camp?
There are quite a few, yes. While the Kelishar of the Lunar are connected to energy sources and magic, it's in a different way from the elves. And as such, the plant life here is a little different and is a little more magically exotic than what grows near the Lunar camp. So yeah, you would know that there are some herbs and the like that you could try to forage if you would like.
Second question. Do I know if they see it to be rude if you just go and pick that stuff, or do you need permission from an
Go ahead and
alchemist?
make a history check with advantage for me, please.
Okay. 12.
12. As far as you know, they don't consider it rude. You would know they would consider it rude to destroy the plant, but to essentially just kind of pick off, as long as you're not derooting it, you don't think they would consider it rude.
Okay. Autumn, would you like to help me go forage some?
I would love to. It's been a while
I think
since we've
that's
gone
what we're going to
foraging.
do.
All right, so then I need the pair of you to go ahead and make survival checks for me, please. Or nature checks, either or.
Did you say survival or nature?
Yes.
25. Oh my god.
Also 25, but not 20.
So altogether 50. Does it work like that?
I
Bless
hope
you.
so.
God, we better find some good shit for a 50 roll.
You
You
find
find good
all
shit.
of the weed.
You know, we'll go over that as soon as I can find out where the fuck I put the thing. I don't know what I did with it. I know I had a magical thingamajig, but I don't know what I did with it. So, does anybody else have anything they want to do while I'm looking that up?
I
Nope,
would have just
please.
conveyed to the group that, they can chill out or, find other stuff while we're going and doing that. And generally where they can find us.
Man, I would love to tell you guys what you found, but I can't find my page.
Don't worry. If we need to find you, I will find you.
404, herbs not found.
Yeah, no, they're not.
Error.
Both me and Autumn just blue screen.
take three. Take 3 steps and just freeze.
Yep.
I like to think that you guys go on a herb gathering montage.
Do 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 do.
With Eye of the Tiger.
And it's a montage, so we're just quick scoping the herbs.
Man, I feel like one of you sent me this, and I can't.
It's the herbs of the town. I think I did. It was that book, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it was definitely
You're
Mikey.
literally just
Here,
saying
hold
herbs
on.
of the tiger.
I got you. I can
Yeah,
say.
he was.
Shut the hell up, Mikey.
What now? Who?
I have the object HC and HP thing that you sent me.
Give me a second. Let me find it.
Can't believe I wouldn't have saved that.
Um, not in there. What the fuck is it? Crafting, alchemy, and herbalism. There you go.
Yeah, that. I should have it. I'm amazed that I don't. Either that or I stuck it somewhere that made sense at the time, and now.
Oh. Did I not send that? Alright, so bitch here.
Did you pin it in Discord maybe?
No,
It might-
it's too big to send. Hold on. I know what I did.
I'm sorry about this, guys. I feel ashamed.
It's all good, man.
We haven't played D&D in how long again?
That's true. It's been a while. I have drinks, I have drugs, but I don't have plants.
You should be able to download it from that link.
Sounds like you're gonna have a good time.
Maybe I just had it open on Safari and I didn't download it. That sounds like what I would have
Like-
done.
Yeah, because it's too large for me to send. Unfortunately.
All right, hang on. And then there should just be a page for.
Ah,
Thought there was a page for just. All right, here we go. Sorry about that. So, after you guys spend some time going over things, you find 4 servings of fairy stool.
Very shit, sweet.
You said you're gonna find the good shit.
He did.
2 servings of lightning moss.
Let me add this to my equipment real quick. How many of the fairy shit?
6.
Okay.
You literally just typing fairy shit.
Maybe.
He's gonna forget what it's actually called and like Just have fairy shit in his.
Yeah, then I'm gonna type in fairy shit and not find it.
And then what was the other one? Lightning something?
Two servings of lightning moss.
Okay.
And then, oh, hang on. I'm sorry. Just had the other one. Where is it? Du-du-du-du-du. Oh, sorry. And then you also find wolfsbane.
Wolfsbane. Isn't that used for poisons?
It is used in some poisons, yes. Most commonly, it's used in the tincture of werewolfsbane.
Sure.
And then Deathbringer Lotus, which is used in the most potent healing potions. Just kidding.
Sweet.
But yes, you would know in general. These are some pretty good potions.
And how much of the Wolfsbane was it? Sorry.
1 serving of the wolfsbane.
Oh, just one. Okay. Swag.
Thank you.
Would that have taken a while to get that stuff, I assume?
Yes, it takes better part of a couple hours.
Okay. But they know where to find us.
Yes. What about the rest of you? Anything in particular we want to do while we're here?
Really?
All right.
Sorry, our food just got here.
Oh, that's what it is.
I'm trying not to sneeze my brains out. Sorry. Oh my god.
So Talon and Autumn. After you guys come back, you've laden down with some new herbs that you feel like might be worth a shot at trying and mixing a couple ingredients together, possibly creating some new recipes all your own, depending on how well or poorly that goes. You guys are approached by a elf with long brown hair and autumn-colored robes. And as you guys start to enter back into the city, he kind of bows low to you. Blessings of nature be upon both of you.
Do we know this person, perhaps?
Talon, you have met him before. This is Lord Harold Bromwyn, who is currently the leader of the Brawwyn House, who run the Wild Woods.
I didn't know you were here, sir. Apologies.
He smiles softly. I was lucky enough to travel with your grandfather.
I see.
I confess I am most relieved to see that you all arrived safely.
How have you been? It's been some time.
I confess recent events have me a bit perturbed. But
We
beyond
stand
that...
behind Talon, just like squinty-eyed, suspicious, not saying anything.
All right. But beyond that, I confess, recently for the house, things have been, well. But please, tell me, what brings your group out this way?
Can I actually insight check him on if things are going
Sure.
well or not?
Feeling pretty sus.
He's an imposter! He says he did the medbay scan, but you never saw it.
13.
13. You can tell there's a little weariness to him. You suspect that there's something going on. Obviously, just running a house has its own stresses. But in general, he probably was telling the truth, or at least something close to it.
I am back.
Welcome back.
Well,
Who are you?
Back again.
Marky's back.
Come back.
well, we have come for one specific thing, but I feel like we should wait until everyone's here before we start talking about that.
Of course. Please. Feel free to take the time to recover. Traveling is never easy. I shall make sure that I have tea prepared for you up at my house. You are welcome as soon as you have whatever it is you need.
Thank you. We managed to forage some neat things out there.
He gives another kind of soft bow to both of you. Blessings of nature be upon you.
Just look to Autumn. Shall we gather the others?
Good idea.
Go and grab them and go up to, I guess, whatever house he was gesturing for
And there is
refreshments and
a
whatnot.
large central uh, tree of the village, if you will, which the top layer is converted into his living quarters. Which, Talon, you've been there before, more on when you visited as a diplomat. But it's very, very nice, and it's kind of left open so that the area can easily be observed. But in times of rain, obviously, it won't pour down and wet everything. And the tables are all sang out of the ground. It's actually a little weird because everything is almost one uniform piece. There are no gas or electric lights. Rather, it's all lit by these strange fairy lights that come from some sort of arcane nature. And you can just tell, it's very, very present without being intrusive on the land. And indeed, you can even see that there are a few birds and owls that have made their homes in the branches of the tree that you now visit. And it is, in the most literal sense, a tree house.
He has achieved his childhood dream. Everyone's
Essentially,
childhood dream.
yeah, essentially, yes. That is kind of the way these elves live.
Got it. Would he have had that when I had my site when I visited?
How long ago was that?
It'd have been roughly 4 to 5 years ago.
4 to 5 years, I believe so. I'm checking my history.
Well, that's when I lost my site. I don't know when I would have visited before that.
DM is doing a history check.
The DM is doing a history check. Let's see. He took power in 2657, which would have been. So yeah, probably within a couple of years of you having lost your sight is when Lord Harald took power in the Brawlin family. So he's been there. He's been there a while.
Okay. Do I get the sense that this city is expanded like a lot during that time?
You get the sense it's expanded. There's a very, very clear mark where the city goes from having, like, as you travel deeper into the city, that sense of the buildings not intruding with nature vanishes. There's a district, and if you look at it on the map, excuse me, it's actually the what was it? The Moss
The Cloud District.
Moss's mate, the Mossmate district. And you can just tell it's far more militaristic in nature. The buildings are a lot closer together. They're clearly, while they're still largely made of the wood, they're clearly designed to withstand more force. They don't have the same kind of symmetry with the land as the Seven Stars or the Bird's Eye districts do. And it's just very clearly a different feel. And when you last visited Talon, the Bird's Eye district and the Seven Star district, they existed, but they weren't as far along as they are now.
Okay.
So there's definitely a very big feeling of like where construction changed.
Got it. I will grab everyone and we'll go up into his treehouse, I suppose.
Okay.
Treehouse.
And so you guys are led up into the house that I described. And much like the area where you saw the tree being sang to, the stairs kind of wind along the outside of the tree. And as you travel up into the area that is lit by the fairy lights, that's kind of slowly change color from blues to purples to magentas. You guys actually recognize it as something similar to the fairy fiend spell, or the fairy fire spell that you have seen Talon use a few times.
Time of day is it right now?
Right now, it's late morning.
Okay.
And as you approach, you see Lord Harold and another elf with similar hair to his, perhaps a little lighter brown, and very vibrant green eyes, is currently laying a tray set with tea down on the center of the table. And as you enter, she bows to each of you. Blessings of nature be upon you.
It's been a long time since I've had this tea.
She kind of smiles softly and pours several cups for you guys. Please, sit. It's been a while since we had guests in this house.
Also do so and drink.
Okay. What would the rest of you like to do?
I'll drink the tea and stay quiet.
Okay.
Let's drink the tea.
I'm also going to be drinking
I
the
will
tea
stand
and
off to the side.
probably trying to imitate whatever Talon's doing since he seems the most comfortable here.
Okay. In that case, I'm going to need you to go ahead and make a performance check for me. Talon is very used to a regal and a calmer sense of carrying himself than what you're used to.
Barbarian making a performance check. This is what D&D was
Yeah,
made
this is
for.
not good. Oh, 20, natural 20.
Again,
Damn.
this is
Aha!
the second
Wow.
time. You guys witness Sally sit down in an unprecedented display of grace. Sit and calmly start sipping tea.
Pinky up, bitches.
When in doubt, pinky out. All right, and I'm gonna go ahead and take a quick break there because I have to pee. All right, so picking up in the Browan's home, you guys are sitting down enjoying what is a freshly prepared tea, and you can easily taste the influence of the wildwoods around them. A lot of the ingredients are like very clearly fresher and very, very well prepared. You can tell that the elves take more time in kind of working with the tea leaves than humans typically do. Whereas a lot of coffees and teas that you might have had in the tower, for example, have the taste of being mass prepared as quickly as possible. This is like very clearly everything that's done has a lot of effort and love put into it. It's similar to the quality that gives Grandma Tamberline's bread its quality.
So we're in like feudal Japan. Got it.
Essentially, yes, much of the elven culture is similar to that. Yeah, just the idea of taking time and crafting is more important than it's essentially that stage of Japan where like art was so important that the military kind of had to take over the government. That's more or less where the elves are at. Or at least I should say the elves of the Wild Woods. But as you guys are sitting there enjoying the tea, Lord Harold comes in and sits down, kind of smiles at each of you. So, what is it that brings you to my fair city today?
Just sort of look to Autumn while I'm downing the entire thing of tea.
Hmm.
If you're talking, we can't hear.
No, I'm just trying to get my mind straight. I'm tired. Because I was actually here the whole time on break too, but I was just passing out.
Gotcha.
Why are we here? Exactly.
I don't know.
World
Why are you guys
domination.
here?
I thought we were just passing through to go to the mountains, right?
Yeah, you guys are tracking down Talon's imposter
Yeah.
who went towards the mountains, and this is in the direction of the mountains.
Oh, okay.
But you guys also need supplies because all but one of you is not really prepared to go to an extremely cold environment.
Makes sense. Okay.
We are on a journey to the mountains.
And you kind of see him raise an eyebrow, just a little surprised. That is no clean feet. Well, whatever supplies you need, I'm sure we can help accommodate. Tell me, do you have a guide to help travel through the worst of the mountain path?
I do not believe we do, but I trust our abilities. We are survivors.
Skelly, that is actually your area
Oh,
where you are
that's
from.
her.
I'm sorry, I missed it. I was adjusting my blankie.
Lord Harold asked if you guys had a guide or somebody that was familiar with the Krognak mountain range.
I am. A.
That catches me off guard every time.
You see him smile softly. Well then, I'm certain your group will find its way through without much issue. Well, if there's anything you need in town, don't be afraid to ask. I'm sure we will all be able to accommodate you. He kind of bows towards you in particular, Talon. It's lovely to see you again. Tell me, how does your family fare during these changing times?
Well, truth be told, not so well. I think grandfather's probably going to die of a stroke
Hmm.
due to his paranoia, but, you know, doing what we can, I suppose.
Your grandfather's a good man, but he's seen a lot of darkness. You can see kind of almost a flint of a shadow pass over Harold as he says that. Our own pasts often dictate our attitudes towards peace. But once a soldier, never truly not a soldier. And your grandfather has seen much darkness.
That he has. But, I suppose other than that, we're good.
Well, that does bring my heart some peace. He's been very accommodating in my family's attempts to reach out to the rest of the world recently.
I'm honestly surprised. What a
I
welcome
confess.
one.
Most assuredly. Well, personally, I'm relieved to see you all, and I'm glad that the unfortunate business of the wedding has not made things difficult for you. Well, more difficult than they already were. So, while you are in town, please feel free to eat, drink, gather what supplies you need. And if there can be further assistance, don't be afraid to ask.
Many thanks to you, sir.
He and his wife kind of both nod to each of you and stand up, and you see them head off to a side room where there are several maps overlaying on tables, and you could see a group of probably about 3 or 4 more elves standing around the table, whispering to one another.
Can I hear what they're saying?
Go ahead and make a perception check for me.
22.
22. You don't know the exact words since they are in Elvish, but just from the tone alone, you could tell it's very angry. And there's a lot of going back and forth between them. You can definitely tell it's some type of argument or debate. It doesn't seem to be directed at your group. It seems to be something to do. You can see they're kind of gesturing. Well, you can't see, but you see that they're gesturing back and forth between themselves a lot. So it's some kind of family business. You're not really sure.
Okay. I guess I'll just shrug it off as just a family matter and gesture towards the group.
Okay.
Shall we gather up some mountainous equipment?
I would be in favor of that. Tell me, Sally, is there anything in particular we should prepare for heading into these mountains?
Well, don't you know you might want to dress some with some warm clothes?
Sally, it's something that being a mountain-born Goliath, you're usually able to deal with, but you do know that the mountaintops, in particular in the high passes, get extremely cold in the area of -50 or so.
Well, you're definitely gonna wanna dress in some warmer clothes then, eh?
And then beyond that, the biggest dangers just lie in the natural creatures in the mountaintops. In particular, there are a number of giants and rocks that are known to nest on the mountains, and
And you're
a
gonna
number
wanna
of
sharpen your pointy stuff.
there are also a number of goblins that exist throughout the mountains.
Shall we need like face coverings and snowshoes? Or
Whatever
is it that
keeps you warm. They need snowshoes.
You wouldn't necessarily need snowshoes as such. Definitely thicker cloaks. Uh, different mufflers, things of that nature. So yes, whatever clothing you would need to endure extraordinarily cold weather. Most of you are used to traveling around in very light clothing. The woods don't typically get very snowy. The
Just saying
wildwoods, I
you
should say,
need
don't get very snowy.
fur.
Fur would definitely help.
Cool.
So we need to
Wouldn't say
go
it
to
might take
ye
care of
old
it on its
North
own.
Face.
The douchebaggiest of all the elven.
I missed something.
Josh said we need to go to ye old North Face. But yes, so picking up some thicker cloaks, thicker clothes, things of that nature would definitely be something you guys might want to do if you don't want to freeze to death.
Some nice hats.
You could get some nice hats.
well, better now than never? Shall we go shopping?
Sounds good.
All right.
Skilly, would you mind picking out some clothing for us?
Who?
That's you.
Skilly? Isn't that your name?
Sally. Sally? Sally? Sally. Sally.
Sally is what you introduced yourself as.
Sally? Question mark.
Okay.
Who am I?
Who am I?
Where am I?
Sally then. Sorry.
Yeah, I'd be happy to help ya.
All right. Sounds like a deal.
All right. In that case, if I can get the group to go ahead and make an investigation check, please.
How do I spell
Include
investigation?
me.
It's a
Make an investigation check to find out.
I was kidding.
INVESTI.
I was kidding. That was a joke.
I wouldn't have been
Yeah.
able to spell it.
But
After
everybody
I
had your back.
typed it.
Wrong
Yeah.
Check investigation to spell investigation.
Ah, thank you. No.
Well, mine's in the other chat, but it's a 22.
Okay.
It's in the session stuff one.
It's a 17.
All right. Between
Mine
Ghost,
was-
Autumn, Sally, and Grendel, you guys are all able to fairly quickly find a couple stores that look like they should have what you need. And you could just tell that they're very, very different from stores you guys might have seen in the tower. You can just tell that based on the way they're made, being oh my gosh, excuse me, being part of the Seven Stars District, you could just tell that they're more of that architecture, which again is meant to not interfere with the land, and so they're kind of on a weird raised platform, built into trees and things of that nature. But they are warm inside, and you can see that they have a great many different clothing and cloaks and everything set up of that nature. And there's kind of many of them have fur inlined, or they're built out of a thicker leather. So you guys can, find clothing that will work for you.
Alrighty. How much we shelling out?
Well, I guess it depends on what do you guys want to get.
Primarily for me, just a thick fur cloak and something to protect my neck.
Okay. As you walk in, there is what you would presume to be an elderly elf. They don't really show the signs of aging in the same way as humans do, given that they live for fucking ever. But you can tell this elf is definitely a little further along in their years than most. And as you walk in, she kind of smiles at you. How are you doing today, dear?
I am fine.
And as you kind of indicate what you want, she begins going through several of the fabrics and folds that she has available. She goes, I think this would work most lovely with your hair. She kind of drapes a long, kind of not blood red, but a deeper red cloak over you that kind of has a snatch around the neck made out of a white fur.
I don't mean to be rude, but I'm not one for. I don't have an eye for style or anything like that.
She kind of smiles at you. Dear, that's why I'm here.
Well, I appreciate your help then.
Well, let's see. Is there anything else you wanted, or will this do for you?
That cloak and anything to protect my neck. Unless this would be sufficient.
And she leads you to over where there are a few different kind of mufflers that that can be kind of raised up to the nose to help deal with the colder weather. All right, so let's see, a thicker cloak and a very nice. Let's see here. Altogether, I would say that would be about 1 gold piece and 2 silver pieces, please.
Well, I can happily do that. I would just give her a gold and a half.
All right, you hand her a golden stag and a half. I believe you guys have stags, yes?
think so.
Okay. That is the
Like
local
something.
currency of the Wild Woods. She looks around. And how about the rest of you?
Mm,
Does she have any fur-lined coats?
She has a great many fur-lined coats.
I will take a fur-lined coat and a scarf.
She looks at you up and down for a moment. I have an idea. And after a moment, she comes back with a coat that is forest green on the outside and kind of goes down, essentially kind of to your calves. And there is, it's slit up the back almost to the waistline where your tail could poke out without interfering or being in the way too much. And
These
then,
will good. Sorry.
no. There we go. I think this will suit you quite well.
This will do nicely, I think.
Let's see. And a coat. And what else did you need, dear?
Do you have any scarves? Perhaps, no, just a scarf will do.
I do. Let us see. She kind of leads you over. And there are a great many different kind of scarves that are meant to either drape or essentially look like different animals. There are ones that look like different foxes and minxes, things of that nature. And there are also ones that essentially just kind of drape down to the almost the floor when it's thrown around your neck.
I'll look for a medium-sized one I can wrap a couple times underneath the coat to keep my neck warm
Okay.
and like my chin and muzzle area.
Most easily found.
And how much
All
will
right.
this run me?
Let us be here. And she kind of does some quick calculations. That would be 2 gold pieces, please.
I will hand her. I believe I have plenty of that. Where's me money?
It's wherever you put it.
Where is me money? Oh, it's under equipment. There's that. Oh no, I have it under my notes. That's right. Different currency. Uh, okay, yeah, I have 142 golden stacks. Cool. I will hand her what she requested.
All right. She looks towards Grendel. And will you be needing anything, dear?
I nod and point towards the stuff that Ghost got.
All right. She heads back a few moments later, and you can see her eyes kind of catch the big white bird on the back of your cloak. Not often we get men from the Lost Islands down here. Then she kind of helps, brings you this thick, dark coat, similar to Ghost's.
I kind of like do a head side to side and shrug. Uh, just kind of make it seem like it's a long story.
Also, a man of few words. Well, nothing wrong with that. All right, dear, that should have you down. That would be 2 gold pieces, please.
I hand her 2 gold pieces.
Okay. Actually, I need to do a conversion rate on that because I believe you have golden birds.
This is true.
Should be pinned in the message. I swear I pinned it. There it is. All right, so you're trying to use the Lost Islands in the Wildwood. Do. Okay, so it would be 3 gold pieces for you.
Okay.
Yay, my conversion rate's not absolutely ridiculous. And you would know that the Lost Islands have a fairly good understanding with the Wildwood. And she looks towards you, Talon. And tell me, friend, is there anything you need?
This seems weighty. What is this? Just hold up one of those like thick ass beaver caps.
Smiles. That is something that will help keep the heat in mostly around your face and among your head. Could be helpful if you want to keep your chin and neck unencumbered.
I'll take it.
All right, dear.
And what for around the torso? Maybe one of the jackets?
She kind of spends a little time. See here, the staff is slightly problematic, but I think we have a workaround. And she gives you it's kind of almost a half cloak, half robe, where it goes around one shoulder and then around your left arm. But it's fur lined rolling on the inside. How would this work for you, dear?
Well, I assume it looks wonderful. I trust your judgment.
She smiles softly. That'll be 3 gold pieces for you, sir.
I will hand her the money.
All right.
But mine is all unmarked, so I don't know the conversion on that.
That is a great
Because I
question.
had mine converted.
You did. In that case, it would be a gold piece and a half for you.
Cool.
So 1 gold, 5 silver. All right. And then she looks over to Ronan. And tell me, what do you need? And for the sake of simplicity, we'll talk to DJ later about that. Finally, she looks over to you, Skelly. Uh, now, dear, what is it? Anything I can get for you?
I think I already have a fine cloak on. Hold on.
You do regularly reside in the mountains, so you are fairly used to traveling through the cold.
Um, do you have any red hats?
I do. I have a great many red hats, and she kind of leads you over. You can see there are hats of many different shapes and sizes.
Are they white bordered red hats?
They do not appear to be white bordered red hats.
There a maple leaf anywhere in sight?
You spy nothing that looks as though it might say A to you.
Besides the giant.
I'll just pick out a red hat
Okay.
that, like, one of the ones with the floppies.
With the ear flaps?
Yep.
All right. You managed to find a hat that has almost a long, gated front bill that flies forward, and you can tell it actually would probably keep the snow out of your face pretty well. And it does have ear flaps on it, but it's fur lined. And she kind of looks.
That sounds good.
I'd almost given up hope of selling that. All right. Well, anything
Like a
else I can get for you all?
like a red fur-lined deerstalker.
Somewhat like it, yes, except it
Uh,
has no bill in the back.
how much do I have to pay for the hat? I don't know what kind of gold I have.
You would have gold of the Crodnick range. The hat is actually very cheap because she didn't expect to be able to sell it. So for you, I think it would come out to, I want to say 7 silver pieces. Let me double check on that. Oh no, I apologize. Actually, the currency rate is very good. So, uh, 5 silver pieces for that.
Okay.
And she kind of smiles and nods to you. Well, anything else I can get for you all?
Oh, maybe a pouch of some sort, a fur-lined pouch to keep some of my perishables in, these herbs and such.
Oh, well, that is a good idea. And she kind of looks over. I think we have something that could work for that. She comes back over a few moments later, and there is a thick, long pouch, probably a good 2 feet by 2 feet by probably about 6 inches, where you think you could store things fairly well without it being at least heavily affected by the cold.
That'll work perfectly.
Wonderful. I could let that go for another gold piece.
There you are.
Thank you very kindly. Anything
Thank
else
you.
I can get for you all?
Grindel shakes his head no.
Well, you all have a wonderful day. Blessings of the nature be upon you.
Turn the gesture, and I guess we'll head out.
All right. So you guys head back out into the major part of the city. Now, clothed and cloaked and warm as can be. I would say at this point it would be getting towards early evening. Excuse me. So, what would you guys like to do?
Imagine us just walking back, like, out of the shop, and we look like the guy that had put like 50 shirts on, like wrapped in pillows.
I am so warm.
God, it's so warm. I assume we'll.
Find an inn most likely if it's gonna be late.
I think it was still morning, wasn't it?
Early evening at this point.
Oh, early evening. Okay.
Yeah, you guys arrived in town in early morning by the time you went out to forage and do all that, and then come back, have tea, and then go to the shop and get everything fitted and signed up for you.
Yeah, we'll find an inn, I guess.
All right. Tugu, you go ahead and make investigation checks for me, please.
$17.
17.
I'll do it. Oh, Grandma can do it.
14.
Grendel's got it. After taking a look around for a while, you guys find a inn called Beneath the Stars. Looks as though it might be able to accommodate you all.
Grindel will kind of gesture someone in to speak.
Alright, yeah, I'll go in there.
Okay. Autumn, as you enter, you immediately hear the sound of running water coming off somewhere to the right. In front of you, there is a large wooden desk where there is an elf, half elf rather, with long blonde hair that's kind of pulled into a braid and a vest standing behind the counter. He smiles and waves to you. Welcome to Beneath the Stars. How might I help you today?
Hi, I'm honestly curious more than anything. Why beneath the stars? Is there a roof on this place?
There is a roof available. He just smiles. We are more well known for our hot springs, which are open to the air, and it's become a popular pastime for our visitors to lie in the springs and admire the sky at night, hence beneath the stars.
That would also
Slightly,
explain why I'm running water.
I agree, the name is slightly pretentious, but it paints a pretty picture.
How many beds do you have per room?
Primarily, we keep one or two beds to a room, depending on your preferences, of course.
Would you happen to have 3 rooms available for two
We
beds
do.
each?
Kind of looks around quickly. I believe we certainly do, yes.
How much would that cost us for a night?
That would be 1 gold per room for the evening.
You know, I do that. I'll go ahead and lay down 3 gold on the desk.
Smiles and bows softly. Welcome to Beneath the Stars. If your group would like and is wary from travel, please feel free to leave your objects in the rooms and retire to our springs. We will make sure we have meals sent up to your room for the evening.
It's much appreciated. I think I'm gonna go take advantage of those hot springs.
Grendel's gonna go with.
Okay.
Ghost will not be getting in hot springs.
What is there a problem with that?
No, not at all.
Barely an inconvenience.
So Ghost, or I'm sorry, Autumn and Grendel. As you two head out, you notice that the springs, the water has almost a green tint to it instead of the clear or even blue you might expect. But it gives off a rejuvenating aura. And even just the slight mist that comes pouring off of the flowing water almost puts you into an ease. It almost has a smell of like lavender that kind of pumps out into the air.
Try to restrain myself from cannonballing.
But the water is very warm and soothing. Apologies, I'm getting a phone call.
You should be sorry.
Hello. All
Hi.
right, we're
Krusty
still in the middle of
Krab.
our session. Thank you very much. Thank you, Grandma. Sorry, I apparently got a string of texts, and at the moment we start playing D&D, everybody wants to talk. Anyway.
Is everything okay?
Yeah. Sorry. The church is doing a Christmas service tomorrow, so they want to know soundboard stuff. But I'll get back to them after the session.
Oh,
So but anyway, yes, the springs are open and they are warm, and they kind of immediately bring a rejuvenating energy. And as you dip into them, you can feel your muscles kind of begin unknotting and just fully releasing in the moment. What would the rest of you like to do?
Sort of get all my stuff settled into my room, and then I'll go join them.
Okay.
Tell you what, I could do a getting used to this.
It actually does bring a lot of peace, Autumn, to you in particular after the past few days you've had. Just which have been mentally stressful and pulling on you. So, Sally, Ghost, what would you guys like to do?
I'll get in the hot springs. I'm going to. No, never mind. I'm not.
Okay.
I was gonna say I'm gonna cannonball into the hot spring, but I don't think I will.
You may certainly try.
Nope. Nuh-uh.
So after a
Just
few
hear the giant
moments,
come running and start a cannonball, and everyone's just surprised Pikachu.
no!
Grendel just pulls out the gun that he brought in with his.
Shoot it down now!
Did somebody yell pull?
Wait, where did you get that gun?
Where did you draw that gun from? Don't worry about it.
But after a few moments, you guys are joined by the large hulking form of Sally as she jumps in. And it's actually a little weird for you, Sally. You're used to the colder temperatures, and these are definitely on the other end of the spectrum. But it's very relaxing. You're not used to truly being able to relax and allow weariness to kind of be carried off of you by hot water. But this is definitely a pleasant feeling.
When she gets in, does the water rise like 3 feet?
Water definitely, there's a noticeable upswing. There's some displacement going on. Ghost, what would you like to be doing?
I will go to the edge of the hot spring and not get in. Just like
So
dip my tail in.
just that cautious cat at the tip of the
Yep.
water, just tail.
Like dip my paw in, like nah, gross.
I guess you like stretch out on the side of the hot springs and start cleaning yourself.
I'll wild shape into a fish, and you can play the dangerous game of falling in, batting at the fish.
So as you guys relax and just you feel the stress and unease of your travel completely wash away in these hot springs, you can understand, makes sense why people might come here and why this place might be named for it. As you look up into the sky, as the sun begins to fade over the distant treetops and the stars begin to come out one by one, you guys witness the moons begin to appear. You just feel a strong sense of relaxation and peace come over you.
And they lived happily ever after.
Why
The
don't we
end.
have hot springs back at home?
And that is the end of the story, end of the campaign.
Well, we do have a spring nearby, but it's not a hot spring.
I wonder what it would take to make a hot spring.
Well, we could try it when we get back. I imagine just a little heat would do it. You seem to be able to provide that pretty well.
That's fair. Make the spring a hot spring.
I'm gonna flick just a little bit of water towards Ghost.
I'll just look at him indignantly.
You just get an angry cat stare.
So a cat stare.
Yep.
The cat is not amused.
You guys find yourselves just spending time together as a group, enjoying the calmness, enjoying the water. And by the time you guys ended up retreating up to your rooms, you find that you've actually been out so long the food has gotten a little cold. It's still enjoyable, but makes you realize you were definitely down there longer than you thought you were. Is there anything anybody would like to do before retiring for the evening?
Not for
Thanks to a
Grendel.
loon. That's something like a hot spring exists.
It is. Oh, I'm sorry. I thought you said it's thanks to Luna. Give thanks to Luna. Okay. Sorry, I didn't hear the beginning of your statement.
It's all good.
So yeah, you spend just a quick moment. And you kind of feel a soft sense of appreciation. And then you guys find your way to sleep. One by one. Is anybody standing up to take watch, or are we all just going to sleep?
I'll take watch.
You're going to take watch?
Yep.
We're in an inn, aren't we?
You are?
I don't trust this place. I'm taking watch.
All right. Does anybody want to
Oh.
take second and third?
I'm just gonna have my ghost land for me.
Okay.
Because we've never been attacked before in an inn, guys.
I don't think Grendel has.
Well, I'm a very cautious kitty, so that's what's happening.
All right. Go ahead and make a perception check for me, Ghost.
Grendel will take second watch.
Jesus. 10.
Okay. Ghost,
Uh-huh.
as you're standing out watching out of the window of your room, you see movement on the forest floor. A figure, too dark to make out, almost appears to be dancing. And then the figure looks up to the window and gestures towards you, beckoning you down.
Is this, I guess, a humanoid shape figure?
More or less. Go ahead and make a perception check for me. Or is to be investigation.
Jesus, 11?
More or less humanoid.
More or less humanoid. All right.
You don't really have any strongly defining.
All
Oh,
right. What?
sorry. DJ posted in the chat. I was confused.
Eyeballs. He's always probably wondering what's happening. Or how many is that? 4 investigation checks, 2 perception, and another investigation, all in a row. Actually, that's a lot more investigation. Holy shit. All right. Sure, why not? I'll fucking jump down.
Okay. As your feet hit the forest
I will
floor,
make sure my gear's on me though.
you're okay.
Yep. And I'll just casually have a hand on one of my daggers under my cloak.
Okay. And as you move forward, the figure moves back, staying the same distance away from you. It keeps
Alright.
beckoning to you.
Does it? How close am I? How close is he letting me get?
Probably about 15 steps away.
Okay. Can I tell what race this thing is?
You cannot.
Oh.
It's, the figure is actually seems to be almost darker than the surrounding trees.
That's suspicious. I'll try.
What are you talking about? No, it's not.
I'll just like hold my ground there and look at it and go, is there something I can help you with?
You hear whispered words in Elvish. And the moment they hit your ears, you forget what they are.
I don't know.
But they bring you a comfort and a peace. I need you to make a wisdom saving throw for me.
Yay.
You're about to get led into an alleyway in Green Lantern.
Oh, I really am. Oh, yes, I am.
Find
Ooh.
yourself enthralled and unwilling to be parted from this being entirely.
Hell yeah, bro. Lead to the alley.
You find yourself following it deeper into the woods
Cool.
till you're even out of range of the city.
Uh-oh.
You know,
Yeah, he's taking you
this
all the
kind
way
of
out of
rings
the
a bell.
city to
If there's a
fucking pants you.
guardian, if there's a stone guardian out there, don't fight it.
Isn't that the fucking truth?
What? My only saving grace is if I regain my fucking wits, I can literally just piece the fuck out. Anyway, so I follow this creepy guy.
So
Good
you
thing.
travel amongst it. And as you do, the trees around you grow longer and taller and more unruly. Until it doesn't appear to be trees that surround you at all. Instead, it's long shadows that whip and wave like tendrils. They surround you,
Great.
and you find yourself forcibly reminded of your time in the dreaming dark.
Uh-oh. I don't like that.
And suddenly the figure is no longer in front of you, and the path around you is non-existent. It is only the shadow. There is no light, and you aren't even sure where you are. You're not sure how far you've walked, or where you've been, or even what time of night it is. There are no moons above you, and there is no light that shines down from above. There is only the darkness.
I'd probably freak out and go back to being feral.
You crouch down, and every bit of your hair, your fur stands on end, and your hands naturally fly to your weapons. As you glare around and spin on the balls of your feet, your paws. You let out an unintentional growl. I need you to make another wisdom saving throw for me.
really good at those. That's better. 16.
You feel a wave of fear come crashing over you, and at the last second, you manage to just barely force it down, and manage to remain the greater control of your extremities.
Cool. Cool. Do I see a way out? Or
Go
am I
ahead and make a
just-
perception check
am I
for me with
just surrounded?
disadvantage.
Okay. Fuck. 9.
You do not see a way out.
Awesome.
In the darkness, you hear that voice in Elvish whisper, "Swift death to you who have wronged me."
Uh-oh.
You hear an arrow being fitted into a bow.
Oh, good. Is it Ronan? I don't know.
It is definitely a voice in Elvish.
Do I recognize the voice?
You do not.
Okay. Great. Do I see a path for me to run?
You see a path open up before you, and you can't tell if it's the way you've come. Oh, hey, you jumped in at a point, man.
Cool, I'm about to get fucking shivved in the dark here. This will be good.
You know that phrase. That doesn't belong to a shiv.
What's new?
True. Wait, is this actually Marcellus?
You don't know.
That was my question, but I didn't
Oh,
want to say
shit.
anything.
What did I do?
DJ, please remind the group if you can. If you can't talk, it's fine. What is the phrase "swift death to you who have wronged me"? What does that belong to?
That's if Marcellus is going to use the oath bow.
Yes, it
Okay.
is.
Awesome.
That is off rip with modifier before he rolls damage. 20, 20 some points.
It means a lot of not good stuff.
Okay, cool. Well, if I see a place
So-
to run, I'm leaving.
Yep. Looking around in a panic, you see a path open before you, and you begin to sprint down it.
As fast as my feet can go, which is fast.
Very fast, yes. You tear through the darkness, and as you do, you find yourself just growing more and more lost. And you hear whispering gathering around you. He is not the one. Is one of them. It's whispered several times around you. Finally, the darkness around you begins to ebb away. You find yourself standing on the balcony of the hotel, weapons drawn, and you have run so much that your paws are almost bloody.
I'll just fucking look around in a fucking panic.
Okay, go ahead and make a perception check.
Do I see anybody?
We'll see.
God damn it. Natural 20.
You see
The
a
one-
shadowy figure standing in the midst of a group of trees. As you look into the darkness trying to see him clearer, like wisps in the middle of a windstorm, he vanishes.
Okay. I would like to compose myself and try and figure out if that was actually happened or if that happened in my head.
You spend some time looking at your paws, at the area around you, and as you peer down at the ground near the base of where you jumped, you do see an imprint in the earth. So your feet prints, evidence that you've been running, is there.
Okay. Gotcha. I'm going to go back to my room and attempt to sleep, which will probably
Curl up in a
not
ball
go
and cry yourself to sleep.
Yep.
All right. Grendel, I believe you said you were taking second watch.
Yeah.
All right, go
Oh
ahead and
yeah,
make a perception check for
I'll
me.
wake him, I guess. Since
Well, what are the
oh,
room?
wait, yeah, how far into my watch was that?
That was probably about an hour or so into your watch.
Oh, good. I'll guess I'll just sit there and rock crazily until my watch is over.
It's in the fetal position.
Uh-huh. Both crossbows in hand.
Okay.
When I wake up, can I tell that something's not right with him?
What's your passive insight?
He's just sleeping in your room when the time comes up. Hey man, it's your turn.
12.
Ghost definitely seems shaken. There's a feralness and a rawness to him that you're not used to seeing.
I think I've done this with him before, but I'll telepathically speak to him. Like, did something happen?
I fucking jump and like wheel around.
You jump and you wheel
fucking,
around and you see Grendel just looking at you.
like I literally staring at you with like fucking crazy eyes.
I make that hand gesture to settle down, and then ask him, "Are you okay?" And telepathically.
I take a second. I'll reply back. There was a man. I don't know if he was human or what he was. Well, he spoke Elvish, but I couldn't actually see him. He chased me through the forest, and I don't really know what happened. Everything was dark.
When he says there was a man, I'm gonna pull up my gun and take a look around outside to see if I see anything.
Go ahead and make a perception check. I don't believe you have dark vision, so this would be with disadvantage.
Yeah. 15.
15. Sorry. You take a look out. You do not see what Ghost was talking about.
I'll ask him. Do you know who it was?
I couldn't get a good look at him. He just looked like a shadow.
The shadow.
I don't think he's still around, but I'm not sure.
He nods thoughtfully and like, I'll keep an eye out. If I see anything, I'll wake you. But
I-
if you can't sleep for a little bit, feel free to settle down for a little bit. And I could go grab us some tea.
That might be best, I guess.
I'll go do that.
All right. So after a few minutes, Grendel, you return with tea. Find Ghost sitting there, full tail, full agitated twitch going on.
I hand him a cup, and then I will just stand on the balcony, keeping an eye out while drinking wine.
All right. Go ahead and make another perception check for me.
At disadvantage.
Yes.
16.
All right. Your watch appears to pass without incident. So at the end of your watch, Ghost, are you going to go to bed?
I will attempt to sleep.
All right.
I will thank him for the tea and for calming me down.
I'll nod and raise my cup up to him.
All right. Is anybody taking third watch?
If no one else is going to, I will.
Okay. Autumn, I need a perception check from you, please.
Natural 1.
You find the night to be fairly peaceful, all things considered. Spend a little bit of time looking at the stars. As far as you can tell, you're in the middle of a city. It's fairly well fortified. Doesn't seem dangerous. Your night passes without incident. And you guys awake in the morning. One of you having tossed and turned a fair bit more than the others, but all having received the benefits of a full night's rest.
Ghost almost got shivved.
Yeah.
It's a good thing you're fast as hell.
Uh-huh. That's
Almost
probably,
had Ghost
the
almost had an extra tail.
only-
This fuck boy.
What? He's gonna be stabbed in the butt?
Mm.
That's rude.
You've seen what that oath bow can do.
Oh, yeah.
True.
So, the morning is yours. What would you guys like to do?
Get up and eat some breakfast and maybe grab a few more rations before we head off.
All
Leave.
quite easily done. So, as you guys prepare to set out on the next leg of your journey, you may go ahead and purchase rations if you would like. I believe it's 10 for a gold piece, so they're very easy to acquire. It's dried fruits, dried meats, things of that nature.
Okay. I'll
You said it's 10 for a gold?
Yes,
I'll go
I
ahead and
believe
grab
that's the price
10
of
for
rations.
each of us.
very easily done.
Oh, okay.
So that would be 6 gold.
Yes.
I'll get 10 more too.
Okay.
Same.
Those who like may purchase gold as they like. Or
Purchase
purchase
gold.
gold. Purchase rations as they would like. Rations are very easy to come across. All right. So, geared up and on the last leg of your journey, as far as the wild woods themselves are concerned, you guys then set off. What is your marching order?
I'll be in the back.
Actually, someone please remind me, do you guys have the horses with you, or did you leave the horses behind?
We brought them with us because they were in that last fight, weren't they?
I
yes,
believe
yes,
you're
they
right.
were.
Sure.
All right. All right. So as you
Ronan will
guys
take base.
are, Ronan's gonna take base.
Yeah, Ronan's gonna take the back. He'll take the caboose with Megan's character.
Okay.
I'll,
Who would like
I'll
to?
lead
I'll-
with the,
All right.
directions from Sally.
Okay.
And I'll be right behind, holding. No, when it starts to get cold, I will produce flame and hold it near us.
I'm gonna be
Okay.
with Talon, so we don't necessarily have a blind guy in the very front.
I'd be in the front too.
Okay.
Hey, real quick, last question. Did we buy winter gear in this town? that we
You
were
guys
at?
did buy winter gear, yes.
Was I able to purchase anything?
Yes, I gave you 2 gold pieces worth of winter gear.
All right, thank you. Do I need to deduct that from my character sheet?
I took care of it.
All right, thank you.
No problem. You wouldn't just not buy gear. Literally, the rest of
D's
the party
not here.
was.
Fuck his character.
If it dies, it dies. Uh,
I mean, it's his favorite saying.
He's not here. I guess he just freezes to death.
if only he'd been here to buy winter clothes.
Sucks to suck.
All right. Who would like to be keeping an eye out?
I will.
Well, I'd like to, but I'm blind.
I will keep the other eye out.
All right. Then I need both of you to go ahead and make perception checks for me.
Boy, my rolls are shitey today.
Mine are worse.
5.
Well, I rolled a 5. You're an 11. You literally read
Oh.
mine.
Whoops. Sorry. 11.
All right.
It's not much better.
So as you guys travel, you see multiple different birds, a few different animals. Nothing especially alarming. Oops. I clicked the wrong thing.
Didn't Autumn get some sort of like blood item or something to be able to track this guy?
Yes, the Bloodstone.
Yes.
I'm glad you
Checks the
mentioned that.
nearest one within so much. I forget how far it allows you to track. It should say on the item.
You sense the distant direction of the creature relative to your location. It doesn't have a distance.
Doesn't it? Wow.
Nope.
I thought it was like within 1,000.
While the item is on your person, you
something.
can use your action to divine the location of the creature nearest to you that is related to the blood on the item that isn't undead. You sense the distance and direction of the creature relative to your location.
Okay. So in this case, the creature appears to be. Let's look at the right map actually. Do-do-do-do-do. Oops. The creature is almost directly to the east of you, and I'd actually have to pull out a ruler to determine how far away, but quite a ways away.
And whatever the distance is, I would still relay it to whoever's leading. Actually, I'd relay it to the whole group so we all know.
Hello.
Yeah.
Yes, hello.
Sorry, I had a phone call. What did I miss?
Every
We're determining exactly how far away the nearest creature of that bloodline is from you guys.
Gotcha.
Okay, so 30. Okay, yeah, so he is almost directly east of you, about 375 miles away. Is the nearest one.
I just relay that information to the party. See where we go from there.
All right.
How far was it?
375 miles.
Um. In Autumn's head, I'm gonna say, let's check again at the end of the day and see if we're any closer.
Good idea.
All right. So as you guys are traveling through the woods, kind of just talking about this, trying to determine what it is you're going to do. After a fair chunk of travel, it would be Ghost and Autumn, you two being in the front, hear the thwang of arrows get released. And I need everybody to go ahead and roll initiative.
Give me a second. I'm rolling for initiative.
Up.
Yo, I can't fucking roll tonight. I'm just all over the fucking place.
Man, it's like you're rolling dice.
Yeah, this is true.
We're all kind of rolling ass for initiative except Mag.
Why did it roll 2?
Because you have advantage because you're a barbarian.
Oh.
The more you know.
All right.
Let me get my bastard up a dog real quick.
It's not nice to talk about Mark like that.
Oh.
You know, that was rude.
If he was just standing at the back door yelling at me to let him in, then I would talk about him like that also.
That makes sense.
I'm going to be right back because I really have to
some-
pee again.
If somebody wants to run Ronan, he got a 25 on initiative.
Joke. You gotta peace out again.
No, I'm here. I'm just doing shit around me. Actually, let me put my headset in. If I put my headset in, I can hear everything that's going on. Give me one moment.
Okay.
Go on, baby. Go.
Can you guys hear me okay?
Yeah.
No.
Okay. Thank you for answering. Okay. This may work. All right.
Mom may work.
Aw, shit.
Oh.
Get wrecked.
Wow.
Mom goes to college. All right. He wants flavor to it. Give some speed. Hey, can somebody fill me in on what happened while we're waiting for Sherlock?
We showed up to the city. Well, it's not on the map anymore. I forget the name.
Our old character tried to shiv me.
Yeah. So we showed up to the Elven capital. We did some stuff and things. We found an inn to go to sleep, and then during the watch, Ghost, Mikey's character, saw a shadowy figure that gestured him down from the room. So he went down, and then he got kind of
Alright, so-
stuck / illusioned into some sort of fey area where the guy started using an oath bow, then got talked down by some weird voices, and then Ghost booked it the fuck out of there.
Okay.
And now we're here.
So,
So you want to explain why potentially Marcellus tried to kill me?
Mike, I gotta ask a different question. Why did you just go downstairs to talk to a stranger you've never seen before?
Why not?
No,
I mean, we're basically
Wait, is it
gods.
really Marcellus?
Mm.
Uh-huh.
Unclear.
Okay.
Oh, shit. The world may never know.
Okay, 16. and 8. Ghost, what did you get?
I got a something.
Helpful.
What is it? Where's my initiative? It's 15.
15.
Where's my initiative?
All right. Well, who is taking over for Ronan?
Great question.
I
Suppose
can
I can
hear
do
you
it.
guys. I have my Bluetooth headset. Hey, somebody could just roll for me. That would be great.
I can do that.
I want to trust somebody.
Yeah, I can roll for you,
Somebody
no
just
problem.
roll for me. Cool. Okay.
All right. Well, actually, for your first round, I apologize. You're surprised. So your turn ends. You are no longer surprised, so you get a reaction if something should happen that should enable a reaction from you.
Okay.
I
That
don't
is gonna bring
think
us
Megan's character can be surprised.
Oh, I apologize. You're absolutely right. Okay, good to know.
If she goes rage.
Yeah, she has to rage on her first turn.
Yes. I appreciate that. She still doesn't go before these guys because they rolled pretty well.
Yeah.
But so you guys see a bunch of archers appear out of these trees. They should appear.
Did any of you take the alert feat?
I do. Wait, don't I have alert?
Doesn't that do something for surprised as well?
Oh shit! I have alert.
Come on, man. I don't know what you guys
surprised.
have.
I don't
Ron?
have my
Fuck that.
Let me look at my.
I don't have my character sheet in front of me. I have alert
Okay,
though. I know
that's
that,
fair,
'cause
that's
how I got
fair.
my
Can't be
+2
surprised while
initiative.
you are conscious.
Okay,
Let
that's
me go.
important to know. So technically, Ronan, you cannot be surprised. So you do have a turn.
And other creatures don't gain advantage on attack rolls against you as a result of being unseen by you.
Also
And-
very important.
The answer is yes. Ronan also does have alert. I just went and looked.
I appreciate it. I have his character sheet pulled up now. So thank you. Okay. So Ronan, you see a number of archers in the trees that have bows drawn, pointing at you guys. What would you like to do?
I am going to pull out my longbow.
Okay.
Knock an arrow, and then ask them what is the meaning of this.
How
Because
far
we're still in
away?
we're still in the Elven capital, aren't we?
No. You guys are on the road.
Oh, we're just on the road.
Yes.
Yeah, I forgot to
Can I-
mention that we started going towards the mountains. Sorry.
Can I see, or are they wearing anything that's recognizable as far as who they may be with? Like if
You
they
do not
are-
see any
Okay.
colors or sigils or anything that would remind you as them as being part of a larger house.
And have they shot at us? Is that what happened?
Their bows are drawn. They are aimed at you. They appear to be about to shoot at you. They would have shot at you, but you can't be surprised and you went first.
Okay. Then Ronan would look over at Ghost. Then look back at the archers while having the bow knocked and ask what is the meaning of this.
Oops. Oh no.
Oh yes.
Hey, what the fuck? Sorry. What are you doing?
Sorry, I was resetting my camera. The lead one kind of looks at you guys. Lay down your valuables and your weapons and you won't be filled with arrows. You can't
I
see the
can't.
rest of them. You can't see what?
I was gonna say I can't. I'm not on roll 20. How many are there that I can see?
There are 5.
And they all just have bows.
They have bows and arrows. They also appear to have short swords.
Are they Elven or are they just different races across the board?
They appear to be primarily human, maybe a couple half elves. You see the rest of them appear to be holding back, seeing what you guys are about to do. That brings us to Sally.
Shit.
Ghost, you're on deck.
Cool.
I'm not seeing. Do you have the pupil up on the map?
You may have to reload the page.
Okay.
Roll20 does that sometimes.
Have you guys ever tried to use Roll20 on a tablet? Because it's the worst.
I did once.
Okay. Of course, I'm further.
You said you wanted to bring up the rear.
Yeah. What is the rule about diagonals?
As far as your ruler says you can go, that's how far you can go.
Okay.
Which may be really difficult on a tablet.
Ooh, I can hit him there. Okay. Okay, stop. Okay. Bonus action rage.
Okay.
And I'm gonna fucking hit him with my bar stool.
All right, go ahead and make an attack roll. So you see Sally just goes sprinting forward, screaming as she lifts up the black burned bar stool.
And it's attack, / attack.
Yep, / attack, and then it should be burnt bar stool. $14.
14 to hit.
So you smash out with the first one, and unfortunately your strike kind of just hits him in the armor, and he appears to bear the brunt of it without taking damage.
Okay. Second attack.
Okay.
If I type in / rage, would it?
I think. I don't know. It's an ability in
Doesn't
some
look
way.
like
I
it's
don't know.
doing anything. Okay. $14.
Fucking roll.
So you slam out twice, and just in your anger, you end up doing more damage to the tree than you do to the archer itself. The archer just manages to bear the worst of your assault. With that, a flurry of arrows are released. The first one's aimed at you. Oh no, I'm sorry. Attacks don't have advantage on you because you're alert. The first one misses.
Can I use reactions during this?
No, because you are still surprised. Second one misses. Third one is aimed at Ronan. Ronan, that is 13 against your AC, which probably doesn't hit you. No, it does not. So Ronan, the third arrow comes at you, and you just raise it off your shield and clinks off, going to the distance. Third attack, Ghost. That is 17 against your AC.
Hits.
Hits. Okay, one move. All right, you take 11 points. Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, 11 points of piercing damage. Okay, and last archer. It's aimed at Talon. That's a miss. I assume so. I assume Talon 12 does not hit you.
Nope.
All right. So that was the archer's held actions there. That is going to bring us to Ghost.
Lovely. Let's see here. What about I take 5, 10 up to there? I'm gonna shoot the one she's fucking fighting.
Okay, trying to shoot through her, because that would give him half cover.
Hold on.
You can shoot it through me. I can take it.
That's good enough, right? Will that give me...
Yeah, that'd be
Okay.
fine.
No,
Yeah, it's just
she
that you were trying to shoot
can't.
directly through her.
Thank you.
She can't take it.
Alright, I will shoot.
All right, go ahead and make your attack roll.
26 to hit.
26 absolutely hits.
Lovely. That's 12 damage plus my snack attack because it's engaged.
Okay, yeah, because the foe is within 5 feet of it.
So a grand total of 23 points of damage.
23, very nice. All right. Anything else?
I'm gonna look at the one to my right and just go, "You better run." That's it.
Okay. Go ahead and make an intimidation check for me. Grendel, Autumn, and Talon, none of you guys have alert, do you?
No.
15.
Nope.
Okay.
Oh, actually, I'll use my bonus action to dash. I forgot I still have that. And I will. How far can I go? Cool. I will pew right over here
All right.
on the other side of the tree. And that,
So, Grendel, Autumn, and Talon. Your guys' turn comes to pass, so you are no longer surprised. So you have your reactions back.
Okay.
That's going to bring us back to Ronan.
After hearing Ghost say that, I'm going to fire at the first person I can see.
Okay. Do
I'm
you want to
gonna
hit the
spend-
one that Ghost shot, or do you want to aim at a fresh one?
Let me hit the one that. Yeah, let me hit the one that Ghost shot.
Okay, you'd have to move a little bit to the north, but you can easily do so.
All right, perfect.
All right.
So I'll spend my first shot on that one.
Ronan. Okay, actions, longbow. Natural 10, or total of 10, no.
Okay.
So you loose an arrow, it just goes flying past him, sticks into the tree.
Fuck it, do it again.
Quickly knock another arrow and shoot it off. Oh, that one definitely was a natural 19. All right, so your second arrow, he flies forward and actually catches him on the underarm for a total of 10 damage.
Okay. And you said we're in. They're shooting from trees, right?
They're behind trees, yes.
Do I have enough movement to get behind the tree as well?
Let me see here. 25 feet. No, you can get behind a tree from some of them, but not all of them.
I'll still attempt to get behind the tree.
Okay. All right. That's going to bring us to the archers.
Oh, Dungeon Master, if I have my bow out, I cannot use my shield. So my AC will drop by 2.
Good to know. I don't think it would have made a difference, but still. This one is going to try to move back from the giant ass Goliath, swinging at it with a bar stool. So Meg, you would get an opportunity attack.
Okay. $14.
What was it?
14.
14?
It's my third
Unfortunately,
14
14
in a row.
does not hit.
Yeah.
Yes, he just goes swinging out. You just cannot seem to connect with these archers. And they are going to turn around, and these 3 are going to try to shoot you with arrows.
Okay.
That's a 22 against your AC.
Yep, that works.
All right, so that's 13 points of piercing damage as an arrow just into your side. Second attack. That's 16 against your AC.
That hits.
Okay.
And these are for half damage because she's raging, right?
They would be, so I forgot about that. I apologize, you're absolutely right. So that first one would only be... What did I say? 13? So...
6.
Yeah, so 6.
6, yes. So first one's only 6 points of damage. I apologize. Thank you,
Yeah.
Guido.
Thank you.
Oh, you welcome.
The second one hits for what would be 16, but because you're raging, goes down to 8. That Barbarian Rage is going to save a life, man.
Why they're so damn tanky.
And third attack. Natural 3, so no, that does not hit. So 2 arrows go flying, stick into you. You manage to duck under the third one and just look at a blood rage towards what are firing arrows at you. Then these 2 down here. This one's going to aim at Ghost. Ghost, that's 19 against your AC. Ghost.
Oh, he has himself
Sorry.
muted.
Which one was aiming at me?
He said it does hit.
Okay. It's the one that's behind the tree here.
Oh, okay.
So that is total of 15 points against you.
I'm going to use my reaction to reduce that.
Okay. So Ghost, as the arrow kind of is about to pierce with you, you see a swirl of psionic energy near the point that the arrow is going to impact.
Okay.
5.
5. Okay, so 10 points of damage to you, Ghost. This last guy's going to run. Whoops. Better see. This guy is going to run up here and take a shot at Autumn. Oops. Five. Autumn, I take it 11 does not hit you.
Does not.
So the arrow goes flying at you, and you manage to duck down out of the way of it. That is going to end their turn and bring us to Meg. Bring us to Sally. Ghost, you're on deck.
Okay. Going to run up to this one closest to me. That's where I wanted. There we go.
Okay.
And swing at it with my Barstool.
All right, go ahead.
You do have reckless if you want to use that.
That's
just so
true.
you know.
Yeah. I'll do reckless.
All right, so these attacks are at advantage. And remind me, with reckless, is it all attacks against you have advantage, or is it only melee?
I believe
Think
it's
all.
all, but I'm not
Yeah, I'm
100%
pretty sure
on
it's
that.
all.
When
I
you
believe
make
it
your
is too,
first
but I
attack
wasn't-
on
I'm
your
not sure.
turn, you can decide to attack recklessly, giving you advantage on your melee weapon attack rolls using strength during this turn, but attack rolls against you. Yeah, it just says any attack rolls against me.
Okay. All right, good to know. Thank you.
Oh. 19.
19 will hit.
That would have been another 14.
I know. I feel so bad.
No, it would have been a 19. Because the
Oh, that's
first
true,
one
the
was
first
Oh,
one
10.
was
because the
higher.
first, yeah, you're right.
If it was disadvantage, it would have been a 14.
Okay. And I am going to use my savage attacker to re-roll my damage.
Okay,
dice.
go ahead and reroll. Savage Attacker's a
Fuck yeah,
nice feat.
reroll.
Just roll 1d8.
Okay.
All right. So that is 12. What's your
Wow.
bonus for rage?
2, so 14.
Okay. Very nice, very nice. That guy is bleeding profusely as you just slam him with the bar stool, actually knocking him askew for a second. That is going to bring us to Ghost, unless Maggie had anything else.
Oh, I can use either total, so I can use the higher one.
Yeah, the second one was higher.
Oh, they're the same. What? Never mind. Second one was higher. I'm dumb right now. No, I'm done. That was my turn.
Okay. All right. You had me confused there.
Have you in the first half.
All right. Ghost, what would you like to do?
The only thing I can do, Brain. Someone. Why'd he move? That's rude. I'm gonna climb up the tree and hide. That's a bonus action.
Okay.
Zippity doo dah day. Stealth roll. 29.
All right.
Which one shot me? This one?
Yep.
Cool, I'm gonna shoot him back.
Give them the good old know you.
21 to hit.
21 hits.
12 regular piercing damage, and then... Oh! 17 sneak attack damage.
Damn.
I was 1 away from fully max damage.
Very, very nice. All right. Anything else?
I'm gonna shimmy on the other side of the tree. Right there. Yeah, perfect.
All
Yep,
right.
that's it.
Grendel.
Grendel.
Autumn, you're on deck.
Alright.
Is gonna run 30 feet ahead. That was 30, right? Yeah.
Yep.
And then he is going to shoot this guy in the face.
All right.
15 to hit.
15 will hit. Wait, hang on. I'm sorry. I don't think it does. No, I apologize. 15 does not hit.
Okay.
Barely, but doesn't hit.
Okay, then I'm gonna shoot again.
Okay. Is this guy you're aiming at?
Let me see. Yeah.
All right.
$19 to hit.
19 will hit. So you guys see Grendel jump off the horse, sprint forward, and fire twice. Just
I'm gonna use my piercer feat to reroll the damage.
okay.
So 11 for the
11 piercing.
piercing damage, and then I will use my side thing
Okay.
to add a d8. Five more force damage.
All right. So you see Grendel run forward and fire twice. The first shot goes wide. The second one catches the archer kind of towards the center of his studded leather. And just a dark energy envelops where the shot took place. That is going to bring us to Autumn.
All right, from where I'm standing, I'm gonna throw a fireball right there.
I think that's all three of these
Yep.
guys.
That is
All right.
just within it. It'll go to this point. So I'm gonna throw it
All
right
right.
there.
So that's
So
3
I'm
dex
in the
saves.
range
What is
of
the
it.
DC?
No, you're just outside
You're
of
not.
it.
Okay.
You're just outside the range. What's the DC on that?
16 dex.
Dex is good. But that's a natural 1. That's 8, and I don't think they have a +8. That would be ridiculous. No, they don't. Okay. So these two fail. The one by Meg succeeds.
$38 fire damage. That is
I think
almost every
I think they're
single one.
fucked.
Look at those. That only 2 3s and the rest are. Damn.
very nice. Okay. So 38. You
Yeah.
said?
38 fire damage.
38. 38 halved
that 8?
is 17. No,
19. I think.
19. Thank you.
19
Yeah,
for the
that's
one
right.
that saved.
Okay, they are all still up. They look significantly crispier than they did a minute ago. But you just watch as fire licks and envelops them, and they are in a lot of pain. Anything else on them?
Quick cast, do it again.
Oh no. Okay.
Yeet.
It's natural 14, so that succeeds. That's a fail, and then that's a 7, so that's a fail. All right. This guy succeeds. The other two
That's
fail.
not a 31.
31. So that guy is very dead. $15 for him. So you see two giant swooshes of fire explode a little ways in front of you, Sally, and all three of those bandits are just wrapped in flames. And you see one of them kind of just immediately get burnt so bad that his skin blackens and begins to, like, almost tenderly fall off the bone as he collapses down dead. That is going to bring us to Talon.
Okie doke. Well, literally in that same exact spot. Actually, it'll be a little bit further back. So like right here. I assume that's still a 20, maybe 25. I'll do it like right here then. I'm
Okay.
gonna cast Entangle.
Okay. What is entangle? Please read that off to me.
They make a strength save or they're restrained, and then all
Okay.
the terrain around them is difficult terrain.
And what is the DC?
16 strength.
Their strength isn't bad, but it's not that good. They are both. You see vines burst up from the ground, wrap around both of them. They begin trying to struggle and pull at them, and just can't seem to free themselves.
Um, then I am also going to quick cast. I believe I have to be within 30. Yeah, so I will move right behind Grendel
Okay.
and use Thorn Whip on this one
Okay.
to try and pull him closer. I think that's just an attack roll.
I think
Yep.
you're right. Ronan, you're on deck.
Nope, 13.
13 is not it. Is that Thorn Whip just lashes out. He ducks under the blow, and you just see a look of fear on their faces as they watched one of their companions get melted, and two of them now can't run away. Ronan.
You say they can't run away?
Two of them can't run away.
Are those two close?
Actually, three of
close
them,
in my-
technically.
Are they within range of me?
Should be.
Within my movement?
Not within your movement, no. They're within range of your bow.
Fuck. Okay. Then
You could
will-
dash and get up to them.
Yeah, fuck it. I'm gonna drop the bow and dash.
Okay. So you drop the bow and you go sprinting up to these two guys that are desperately trying to free themselves from this entangle of vines.
And then that's my movement and my action, right?
Yes.
Bonus action, can I pull out my shield?
I'll say
Is
yeah.
that permissible? Okay, cool. Then that's what I'm
Yeah.
gonna do.
All right. So Rona just runs up these guys and unearths his shield. That is going to bring us to the archers. Two of whom can't move, so they are just struggling to try to pull these vines off of them. They cannot seem to get away. These two kind of look at their one friend who got vaporized and the other one who the other two rather, who are now stuck and captured and can't move. And they just immediately fucking like look at each other and go, "Oh, fuck this shit." And they are going to take off running.
Told him. I told him.
You did. You tried to warn them.
I said you should run.
That technically brings us to Skelly.
Happens when they don't listen.
To who?
You.
Sally?
I said Skelly, but yeah, Sally.
Galley.
I'm getting really fucking tired of these people running away from me.
Can you blame them?
Why do they always run?
I only hit him once.
Hey,
Then they erupted.
Sally, you're not gonna try to throw your bar stool through their chest, are you? I mean, that's just what I
Right.
would pay to see.
I didn't want it. I probably don't have that aim.
Not with that attitude.
Well,
You
I
never
would
know
say
until
that.
you
I would
try.
also say you don't have the strength to pick up a dinosaur and smash his head in.
Oh, but I do have that strength.
So long, Bowser.
Ball me,
And then we
Blazer.
can move through allied space, right?
Yes.
I'm gonna come over here. And I am going to hit this one. circle.
Okay. I believe he's restrained. Yes, Talon.
Yeah.
So you have
So I have
advantage on the
advantage?
attack,
Cool.
and if it hits, I believe it's automatically a crit.
No, that's paralyzed.
I apologize, my mistake. I thought
But
that
I
was part
believe
of
she does
restrained.
have advantage.
You're thinking incapacitated.
I am. Sorry, there's 6,000 D&D conditions.
Yeah.
So 25 absolutely hits. You also got
And
max
16 damage.
16 damage. Which one was it you were hitting?
The one right in front of me, like between me and that little red person.
All right. So he's still up. He definitely looks like his bell got rung pretty fucking good.
Oh, I got a second
So you
attack.
just
I'll fucking do it
bash him
again.
around the face with a bar skull.
I'll fucking do
I
it
fucking
again.
do it again. Thank you. All right, go ahead.
Still advantage, right?
Yep, he's still restrained.
It'd be nice if I could hit send instead of end.
You got a
20
crit.
Yeah,
20?
yeet.
Next one.
Crit the shit out of him.
So hang on, I have to. Okay, so it's an additional 3 to that. So that's a total of 21 points of damage. So you witness this Goliath just walk up. It just smashed down on it. That guy is very dead.
That's my
All
turn.
right. Ghost.
Is anybody left alive?
There's one dude restrained and 2 that are running away.
He's not gonna be able to run far enough.
Fuck this shit, I'm out. Mm-mm.
These guys are actually pretty tough, but not whenever that happens.
How far
Never
are
that tough
they?
when they're dead.
How far are the 2 running away?
Yes.
They won't get that
Oh,
far.
they're not
55 feet and 65 feet.
lovely.
They're within
Oh.
murdering distance.
I'm gonna put my crossbow, or not, or I'm gonna tuck my crossbow, unshoulder the short bow,
Oh no.
and I'm gonna,
Oh, that's not,
I'm gonna.
that's not nearly as bad as what I thought you were gonna do.
No, no.
I'm gonna take out my Gauss cannon.
Well, Ghost is fucking fast. I thought he was just gonna like horror chase them down.
Oh, I could. I fucking easily could.
That's why I thought you were going to do.
Preparing to sprint after them. Speed cat engaged.
Which one is the more hurt one?
Good question.
I don't think either of those have been. Or no, I think you
Oh no,
shot at
they've
one
been
of them.
hurt. The one farthest away from you is most hurt.
Lovely. I'm shooting him.
Okay.
Oh. I'm gonna get advantage on that one. No, 14.
14 does not hit. Just being more used to the crossbow, you fire with the short bow, but it just doesn't quite fire right.
How far are you? Oh, I can't get to you. Son of a bitch.
Yeah, what's up?
All that cockiness went away.
You know what? I'm gonna. How far? They're 55 feet away. I can still get there. I'm gonna get down from the tree, run my full 40, and then bonus action to get up right in between them.
Okay.
Oh
Easily
yeah.
done.
Actually, no. I don't have to use my bonus action. I can use my feline swiftness. Good call, Dilo. So surprise.
Surprise, cockbag.
And this is where I'm gonna stop.
Okay.
Pew.
Grendel.
Get him, Grundle.
Hands tight. Handed weapon. I don't have a dagger. Otherwise, I would have shivved the other person.
Got fucking Mercury on our team.
Don't worry, that's a special tool we're gonna use later.
I'm going to gonna run 25 feet. Then
That was only 20 feet.
you're right.
There you go.
How far away are they? Well, crap. Well, then I'm going to use my psi-powered leap and make a long jump for the addition.
Okay.
And I get to roll my psi die, add my intelligence modifier, multiply it all by 2, and I increase my jump distance by that. And it only costs me 1 foot of movement.
Okay. That's why I was going to clarify. I was going to say, I think you're not allowed to jump farther than the movement that you have.
Yeah,
But
so 5, 10. So yeah, 10 feet farther. And are they? Motherfuck. Come on. Okay, well, fuck that. Just nice. Alright, I'm gonna attack him.
okay, you shooting at him?
Yeah, and I'm gonna use my mask to make this at advantage so it gets rid of the disadvantage.
Okay.
Uh, 14 is a miss.
14 misses.
And then I will attack again.
Why are you shooting me?
13 is a miss.
I do.
So yeah, you run forward and pull out your mask and fire twice. Unfortunately, just flying over their shoulders as you do so. You just see they just seem extremely terrified.
Makes sense.
Autumn.
I'm going to move forward. Speed. It's my movement speed. I'm going to try to throw a fire bolt. Yeah, I'm gonna throw a firebolt at this guy.
Okay. He is well within range.
Is a 20 to hit.
That'll hit.
Alright, and that's 11 fire damage.
11, very nice.
That was the most mark roll I've ever had on damage.
Oh, yeah. So you just scorch him in the back, and you actually witness some of the flames smolder and sear as the smoke rolls off of him. Anything else?
I believe that is it. Do any of us look particularly hurt?
I think Ghost took a few hits.
Yeah, I'm down fairly.
Meg's a little hurt.
I think I'm okay.
Yeah, Ronan's fine.
I'm at 17.
Oh, shark berry, man.
I'm not sure which Resonant Barb is at, but I know they got hit quite a bit.
I think that's it for me.
Okay. Talon.
Okie doke. I am going to drop my entangle
Okay.
on this guy. Then, how far away are these guys? Does Ghost seem like he's ready to like dance in melee range with these guys? Is that seems to be his plan?
He ran up to him.
Possibly.
then I instead will not do what I was gonna do. What is the range of this?
Spellcaster problems. What is the range of this?
Pretty much. I will have to move my full 30, which I believe is 5, 10, 15, 20. And I will good old fairy fire right here.
All right. And what does that save? I believe the wisdom?
Dex. But
Dex.
Ghost has to make a save as well,
Oh yeah.
because it's anyone.
A
15.
natural 13 and a natural 17. They probably make that.
Mine was low. 15.
It is
Oh, you don't-
16
oh.
DC.
The only one
So
that failed.
you unleash the fairy fire. And ironically, Ghost is the only one that gets covered in the lights.
And Talon wouldn't know that, would he?
You would know what your spell effects, I would imagine.
Not until Ghost is the only one glowing.
At that point,
Yeah,
yeah.
but Talon can't see that.
Yeah.
point. That's actually a scarily good point.
I would feel like my spell take hold, but I wouldn't know on who.
Yeah, that's probably true. So you had 3 things in that area, and one of them took.
I'm doing good, boys.
Anything else, Talon?
Nope. Good luck.
All right, Ronan. This is the epitome. I'm helping.
So I see Ghost take off. I watch the entanglement drop. Am I still next to the one guy?
Yes. Who is no longer tangled.
I
And
pull
Ghost is now glowing.
I pull out my longsword,
Okay.
and I am going to strike once across his chest. How hurt is he?
He's pretty fucking hurt. Very fucking hurt.
All right, then I will. No, scratch that. I'm gonna tell him he told you to run, but I think he'll stay a while. And I'm gonna stab my sword through his leg and then plant it into the ground.
Okay, go ahead and make an attack. Or I'll make an attack roll. First one misses with the 9, so as you kind of stab it, instinctively kind of pushes the blade away.
Do it again.
Second attack. That one absolutely hits. As you just plunge the blade down through his foot, and he screams out and probably passes out.
Good enough for me.
And you did max damage. And he's unconscious.
There we go. How far away
You
from
did
me?
max damage.
How far away is Oh, watch out, buddy. How far away is Ghost?
Ghost is 50 feet away from you.
50 feet. Okay, no, I'm good. That's it. That's my turn.
All right. That's going to bring us to the archers. 2 of whom are dead, 1 of whom is unconscious. 2 of whom now have a glowing kitty cat between them. So they're going to go ahead and stab at it.
That's gotta be scary as fuck.
It is.
1 second there's a cat there, the next second there's not a cat there, and now he's glowing.
They would be running, but you run faster than them, so they think they kind of got to deal with this in any way that they can. That's 22 against your AC.
Jesus, yeah, that hits.
They rolled a natural 16. Helps that they have advantage.
Oh, yeah, they are flanking. I kind of
You're
did put
out
myself
of my
in that
range.
situation.
I can't.
Well,
do
also you're
anything.
glowing.
Oh, true. Boy, my risk was calculated, but I'm bad at math.
That's one of my favorite memes. So that's 9 points of slashing damage. And the second one... Wow, that was almost a natural 20. No, plus 4, not 44. So that would be a 6 for the second one. Bit of a difference.
I'm still up.
And then they're going to move their 30 feet.
Lovely. First person to leave.
Technically,
Opportunity attack.
okay.
Just only
Go
get
ahead and make
shanked in
an
the
attack
butthole.
roll.
Are they both attempting to leave?
Yes, but you only have one opportunity.
Great.
attack.
I'm an opportunity to attack the weaker one.
Okay.
Uh, oh. 25 to hit.
That'll hit.
It's only 6 points of damage though. 'Cause I don't get sneak attack.
Okay. So you slash across at him. You draw a little bit of blood. Doesn't appear to be enough to slow him down. And just keeps running.
Good.
That's going to bring us to Sally.
I asked someone to hit that one right next to me.
Oh, that guy's unconscious. That's the guy Ronan just plunged his sword through his foot.
I mean, you can't hit
Okay.
him again, but
Is
You
there a reason
can't
we
kill
want him
him.
alive?
I don't know. Ronan did it. Ronan told him he was going to stay around a while.
Can't reach anybody else.
If only you had this action that allows you to run fast.
Yeah. Well, welcome to our variants.
dash.
It was so
Just said
genuine.
that.
It was so genuine.
Yeah, I know. But if I do that, then I can't attack.
No, but you can
Yep,
opportunity and stop them from running further.
Oh,
Almost made me spit up water everywhere, man.
okay. I'll use my action to dash,
Okay.
and I'll go right here.
All right.
That made my rage fall. Can I just redo my rage again?
Yeah, I think it's a bonus action,
You haven't used your
so-
bonus action, so yeah.
Let me make sure there's no. Yeah, I'll just use rage again.
Okay. So you guys witness how they sprint up towards these guys, just. Ghost.
Oh, back to me already? Shit. All right. I'm going to hide behind this tree.
Okay.
$22 for stealth. And then
Okay.
I'm gonna shoot this fucker
Okay.
because that was a calculated risk and it almost didn't pay off. So I'm just gonna stick to crossbows. That really? Well, another 14 to hit.
Yeah, unfortunately, you fire off. You're more shaken by the damage you just took. And unfortunately, your attack does not hit.
Great. Actually, wait, I can't even hide when I have fairy fire on.
Oh, no, that's true. You can't. I
It
apologize.
still would have missed, but
Same result, but.
okay, cool. Bonus action, run all the way the fuck back over here.
Okay. That's going to bring us to Grendel.
Right, cool. Cool.
All right, all right, all right.
Same thing, 25 feet, side jump to try to get it, to get some distance on these guys.
Okay.
So
So 14.
Yeah. Is that round up to 15 or?
I'll say yes.
Then I do the jumps, 15 feet.
So you guys witness Grendel just take off, and this purple psionic energy just flies from his feet as he leaps forward.
Okay. Then I shoot the fellow in front of me.
Okay.
$18 to
These
hit.
guys are having a really bad day. 18 hits.
They started it.
They did. This isn't how they thought this was going to go.
We're just making it to where they won't give other people bad days anymore. You said something.
You know what? I'm sorry?
I just didn't hear what you were saying.
No, I missed your total, your damage total.
12 damage to him.
12 damage. All right. So, Grendel, you pull out your pistol, fire it, and just catches him in the back. Ghost, you talk about the risk you took was calculated. These guys calculated worse.
Yeah.
Did he go down?
Nope, he's still
Nope.
up. They had not taken much damage before they took off running.
I'm gonna use my psionic talent die on that. It says immediately after you deal damage to a target within 30 feet of you with a weapon attack, you can roll your psionic.
All right.
For an additional 4 force damage.
All right. He's bloody.
Okay, I'll attack again. 26 to hit
26 absolutely hits.
for 10 damage.
All right.
It goes to tell you how bad my rolls have been tonight.
It's been bad rolls all over the table, mostly.
Pretty happy with
Autumn.
that fireball roll.
Well, your fireball roll was fantastic. That shit set everything on fire.
To whom it may concern, over there.
Yep. I'm going to move a little closer.
Okay.
And I'm going to cast heat
Disintegrate.
metal on whichever one disintegrate. Heat metal on whichever one is less injured.
Okay, and what are you heating up?
His armor. Any of the-
Their armor is studded leather. I'll say you could probably heat up the studs.
Okay, cool.
Okay, so what is that?
There it is. Sorry, I was looking for the spell. So they immediately take 2d8 fire damage.
Okay.
If they are wearing the object and take the damage, they must succeed on a con save or drop the item if they can. If they can't, it has disadvantage on attack rolls and ability checks. Till the start of my
Okay,
next
good to
turn.
know.
But he automatically takes that 2d8, so he takes 10 fire damage, and he has disadvantage on ability checks till the start of my next turn.
All right. Anything else?
That's it.
All right, so you just hear sizzling as as the armor of him begin to cook that guy. Talon.
Okay. I'm gonna try another entangle after I move up 30 feet.
Okay.
I should get these two if I do it like right here, because it's a 20-foot
Alright.
radius. So
It's a natural 6 and a natural Or no, that's electrical 11. I'm sorry. So probably not. No.
So again, they are both restrained, and it is difficult terrain
Okay.
around them. And that will be my turn.
All right, Ronan.
I'm gonna use my 50 feet of hempen rope to tie up Buddy that's unconscious,
Okay, easily done.
and then hey, buddy, I'm doing something. Stay right this. Shh. And then no, that's it. That's all I'm gonna do.
Okay. Okay, more out of a desperation of like unable to being moved or anything. One of them's gonna chop out at you, Meg.
Okay. What are they using?
That one's using a short sword.
Okay.
Oh, but it has disadvantage. Oh, okay, nope, that's 6. So nope.
Why does
So
it have
just
disadvantage?
slashes out at you because it's restrained.
Oh shit. Okay.
That other one is going to pull out his bow and shoot at you, Grendel.
Okay.
That would be 19. Oh my gosh, natural 1. So he pulls out his arrow and shoots it at you. It actually goes ricocheting off a tree and doesn't actually pierce him, but it slams into his chest, knocks the wind out of him a little bit. That's it for them. So Sally, that brings us to you.
They can use their action to try and escape, by the way.
Oh, good to know.
I'm gonna block that guy
Okay.
and hit him with my bar stool.
All right.
That's what I got going on, guys. And I'm raging again.
All right.
Raging
You have advantage
again.
because he is restrained.
All I hear in the distance are angry noises.
You hear a lot of anger noises.
And weird clunks.
There was like a half a second of peaceful noises, and then it went back to anger noises.
Sun's getting real low, big guy.
Wow.
Yeah, unfortunately, you slam out at him, just can't seem to get to him. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Gonna
Attack
try again.
25, that'll do it.
Jesus.
You had 2 natural 1s in there. What the fuck?
Whew. Okay. And then 12 damage.
12 damage, very nice. All right, that guy is very hurt, but not out yet. That is gonna bring us to Ghost.
Which one's hurt?
They're both hurt, but the one by Sally is more hurt.
I see. Yeah, let's see. Alright. Pew, move there. Pew, shoot this guy. You're right here.
You go ahead and make an attack roll.
Am I still fairy fired?
Nope.
I was gonna say, I believe that's concentration, so no.
Thank God. Blip, blip. 21 to hit.
21 hits.
8 points of piercing damage and
I'm sorry, how much?
8 points of piercing damage
8
and
points of damage. Okay.
11 points of sneak attack.
That guy is dead.
Thank God.
So Ghost, you run up and and actually just kind of collapses into the vines, which begin to soak up the blood for nutrients. That brings us to Grendel.
Rendell is going to walk up to him and shoot him.
Okay, go ahead and make an attack roll. It would normally be a disadvantage for being right up next to him, but given that he is restrained, it was a straight roll.
I have the gunner.
Oh, you have that feat. I apologize. You're right. So yes, roll with advantage then.
Natural 20.
Of course it is. So let's see, that's add 6 to your total.
10.
So 20. Well, no, because it rolled 2d10.
Add 6 to my total? Oh!
Because your second one was a 4.
I
So to make it a 10, you add 6. So that would be a total of 23 points of damage.
and I'll use the force damage, adding it on.
All right.
Whoops. Let's roll. 4 more damage.
That guy is still up, very barely, but he is conscious.
And then I'll just do it again.
Wouldn't it be 12 because the D8 gets maxed as well?
Oh yeah. So
I apologize. Yeah, no, you're absolutely right.
so plus an additional.
No, it
8.
adds 8. Okay. Yeah, that guy's dead. I take it back.
Okay.
How do you want to do this?
I'm just executing him, just being done with him.
All right. Good call there, Talon. So you guys witness Grendel just slowly walk up, pull out a pistol, stick it under the guy's chin, and just...
Paint the forest red.
Paint the forest red.
And we got one tied up. Don't we?
Yep. Yes, you do.
Swag.
And I believe that is where we will go ahead and call it for the week. And immediately out, man.
Wow.
Jeez, don't give it a sec to breathe or anything.
So she was
Wow.
fucking
Session
waiting
over.
for
I'm
it.
out.
Fuck this shit. I'm out.
Game over.
No, good
My
session, guys.
Discord fucked up and I couldn't hear anybody, but I could hear Mark talking downstairs.
That was
That was a beautiful
hilarious.
timing, though. That's where we're gonna stop for the night, DD.
Oh, that was
What happened?
hilarious.
Like, zero hesitation.
You guys won.
Yeah.
Well, I knew that part.
Oh no, I literally said, okay, I think that's where we'll go ahead and call it for the night, and then it was bidoop. No, good session, guys. Good job. You guys made those bandits your bitch. They're pretty tough too.
Wow.
Not tough enough.
Apparently not. What were they? What's their DC?
I see DJ swimming.
Oh, they're CR3, so I mean they're not,
Yep.
they're not pushovers.
I'm glad I could make it.
Me too.
Me too, man. I heard Mark kind of give you a rundown of everything.
Yeah.